How do we act as if we're well when we're on the healing Lyme journey? Nothing else has worked. It's been how long? A decade, 2 decades, 3 years since chronic Lyme. All the things aren't working. What do? Act as if. How do we act as if when we don't feel like it? Okay. Acting as if isn't faking it. It isn't being like, oh, I'm going to tell my subconscious, which by the way runs like 95+% of what we do. Telling my unconscious, subconscious that I'm fine when I'm not. That doesn't work. I've tried that along with everything else. Acting as if is you're getting into character. You're acting as if you're well before you feel like it. How do we do that? Okay, so one way we act as if is we hang a healed outfit in our space. Here's mine. That's my purple dress. I've worn it. Let's see, the second time I healed myself fully with the Lyme healing method, I wore it to the GLA's gala, their gala, the annual gala. And now it's hanging in my space for my next level of healing. I'm fully well from Lyme. I just believe there's always things to heal, and there's always more to do, people to serve, things to create. So, now I'm chair of the Delaware's Lyme Disease Education Oversight Board, and we have a duty by law to educate all healthcare providers in the state on Lyme disease. So this dress is from a next level there. It's incredible what's happening, by the way. Teamwork really does make the dream work in Lyme disease healing, in everything. Because as Paul Selig says in the Book of Alchemy, you don't heal anything by going into combat with it. So when we're acting as if, we are acting as if healing is ours, using our 5 senses. Again, we are run by our unconscious, our subconscious. 95+% of our life is run by that. So we're putting things in our environment. We're doing things with as many of the 5 senses as is possible to act as if we're well. So this is hanging in my space, in my dressing room, and I see it every day. Maybe I'm not thinking about it every day. Maybe I'm not touching it and envisioning myself at the event that I'm going to. However, I see this, it's in my space. I walk past it multiple times a day. So this is an example of using the illusory truth effect, repetition, things repeated multiple times. The more times they're repeated, the more we believe it. Become believed as fact. This is science. Look it up. Google illusory truth effect. So this is repetition. I'm walking past this dress multiple times a day. I'm seeing it. I can feel it if I want to. I can talk to it, sound. I can't really taste it. But I can imagine at the event that I'm going to go to, I'm going to wear this. What am I going to eat? What am I going to hear? Who am I going to see? What's it going to feel like? What kind of chair am I going to sit in? Who am I sitting next to? I'm building the vision in my mind before I hold it in my hands. Think about it. We do that all the time. Look around your room right now that you're in. Like, just look around that room. Take a minute. Just look around. Okay, I see shoes and a bed with a gorgeous coverlet, by the way. I love Yves Delorme. And all of these things were in someone's mind before they were in reality. Everything. The paint on the walls, the clothes in my dressing room, the shoes, everything was something in the mind before it was held in the hand. So when we act as if, we are practicing in our mind what we're going to hold in our hands for healing. So the healed outfit, we can also talk to ourselves in a way that's healed. We can get off social media where people aren't well. We can imagine ourselves, we're still in bed and we're still sick and we're not able to get out of bed. We can imagine ourselves. There is science about the imagination because the unconscious actually doesn't know the difference between what we're having in our physical reality and what we imagine. So we can imagine our life. We can act as if our life were well. We can act as if we are creating the business that we're going to create when we're well. We can think about what it's going to be like to sit at the team of amazing female leaders, lady leaders, growing our company. We can do that in our minds to hold in our hands. And then we can take tiny steps to create that reality. One is the healed outfit. So your healing is actually possible just like mine is. I did it twice. The first time was after stem cells. I was totally desperate. And I created the Lyme healing method. I didn't know that's what it was. Then I got bit again. And I was like, okay, I freaked out. The reality's the reality. And then I was like, everything happens is divine. And I'm going to keep track of everything that I do this time. And then I added in somatic practices for nervous system regulating. And that's all I did was Lyme healing method. And I was well in less than 6 months. So if I can do it, I'm no more special than you are. We're all special in that we all have creative ability, and we can use that creative ability to act as if and heal ourselves. Your healing's possible, step by step. You got this.